Hello friends, welcome to PowerBook Summaries. Have you ever wondered what people regret the most in life? Most often they say, I wish I had tried. I wish I had taken that chance. I wish I hadn't let fear stop me. I wish I hadn't missed that opportunity. Yes, regret is what silently breaks a person from within. And most regret comes from one thing, procrastination. Darius Foroux, in his powerful book, Do It Today, teaches us how to overcome this habit of delay, how to stop putting off important tasks and start taking action now. Because the truth is simple, if we don't do it today, we might never do it. Let's dive into the key lessons from this book that can completely shift your mindset and daily actions. The author explains being productive doesn't mean being busy all the time. True productivity means focusing on the right tasks and finishing them on time. Most of us are constantly busy, but mentally scattered. We have 1,000 thoughts spinning in our heads, leaving us confused about what to do first. And in this confusion, we keep postponing everything. To break this cycle, the author asks a simple yet powerful question. Are you just repeating the same actions every day? Has anything actually changed in your life over the past week or month? If the answer is no, it means you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're actually falling behind. Darius says that most people fail, not because of lack of talent, but because they misuse their time. They keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. There's always an excuse: no mood, no energy, no time. And slowly, these excuses become habits. So how do we break this habit? The first step is self-awareness. Understand what tasks you avoid, and more importantly, why you avoid them. Until you identify the root cause, you'll keep treating the surface problem and never solve it. The author shares a highly effective trick. Whenever you feel stuck or unmotivated, just tell yourself, I'll do this for only 5 minutes. That's right, just 5 minutes. When your brain sees a big task, it gets overwhelmed. But if you say, just 5 minutes, it relaxes and allows you to begin. And once you start, the flow begins. That's the trick Darius himself uses regularly. Next comes distractions, and the biggest one in today's world? Your mobile phone. The author strongly says, if you truly want to be productive, learn to control your phone. Put it on silent. Turn off notifications. Stay away from social media while working, because every time you get distracted, it takes a long time to get back into focus. And that wasted time, it becomes your enemy. Darius emphasizes that success isn't just about working hard. It's about making the right decisions at the right time. He suggests creating a simple but focused daily to-do list. Not 10 or 20 tasks, but just 3 to 4 essential tasks. That's all you need to stay productive and stress-free. Now let's talk about fear, the invisible wall that stops us from acting. According to the author, our biggest weakness is the fear of failure. We keep wondering, what if I fail? What will people say? But here's the truth: real failure is never trying at all. Every attempt teaches you something. Every mistake prepares you for the next move. Darius shares a beautiful reminder. Life isn't about repetition. Every day is a fresh opportunity. And if we treat every day like it's our last chance, no goal will be too far. When you wake up and start your day, not by consuming content, but by connecting with your own thoughts, by focusing on the ideas you had the night before, that habit alone fills you with a fresh surge of energy. Slowly, your brain starts to adjust to this rhythm. You become less attached to the outside world and more deeply connected to your inner world. Now, let's break a myth that holds many people back. We often believe, I'll work when I'm in the mood. But the truth is, mood doesn't come on its own. It is created by taking action. When you begin a task, even without the mood, just a few minutes in, and the mood follows. So stop waiting. Start doing. Now comes another dangerous trap. Comparison. Today, this is one of the biggest mental barriers. When you scroll through social media, It looks like everyone else is ahead of you. They've achieved more, they own more, they're happier. But this constant comparison silently steals your confidence. Here's the truth. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. If you are better than your past self, you are already winning. Stop measuring your speed against others. Focus on your direction. Everyone's journey is different. Some roads are short, some are long, but only those who keep moving reach their destination. Now let's talk about a powerful game changer. Your mornings. How you start your morning determines how your whole day will go. If the first thing you do is check social media, your mind gets instantly scattered. But if you begin your day with a few minutes of silence, writing, or even a short walk, your mind becomes calm and centered. Darius explains that the first hour of your day is the most powerful. Don't waste it. Use it for meaningful things like reading a book, setting your goals, or learning a new skill. Another essential habit? Daily planning. When you start the day with a clear plan, it becomes easier to avoid distractions. Just list the 3 most important tasks for the day and commit to finishing them. You'll soon notice that your productivity multiplies, and most importantly, you'll feel a deep sense of satisfaction at the end of the day. Think about it. If you complete just 3 important tasks every day, that's 90 tasks in a month and over 1,000 in a year. Small, consistent steps lead to massive success. Darius also says, if something isn't yet a habit, make it easier to start. Instead of setting big goals, break them down. For example, if you want to start exercising, just aim for 5 minutes in the beginning. Once that feels easy, increase the time gradually. This technique works for any habit: studying, writing, working, anything. Make starting so easy that you can't say no. Now, let's address one of the most common reasons people give up: lack of consistency. We all start with enthusiasm, but it fades quickly. Then, we return to old habits. But real change only happens through consistency. And here's the trick. Never skip 2 days in a row. Miss one day? Fine. But get back on track the next day, no matter what. This will keep your new habits alive and protect you from falling back into old patterns. Another powerful practice is being honest with yourself. When you skip a task, ask yourself, was there a real reason or was it just laziness? Stop making excuses. If you truly want to grow, become your own toughest critic. Show yourself the truth, even when it's hard. Remember, success isn't sudden. It's built on small, steady steps taken every day. Every little effort you make today brings you one step closer to your goals. When you begin to see that every small action matters, you become mentally stronger. You stop comparing yourself to others and start drawing inspiration from your own progress. That mindset is what sets you apart from the rest. Let's now revisit distractions. The number 1 enemy of focus. Whether it's a phone notification, random thoughts, or background noise, distractions derail your momentum. If you truly want to master something, you must channel your attention in one direction. The first step? Eliminate the noise. Uninstall social media apps or hide them in folders. Create a distraction-free corner in your room, a place only for work. When you take control of your environment, you strengthen your inner focus. The book also teaches us how to manage time wisely. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. But how we use those hours defines the results we get. Some people plan every hour. Others let time slip away. To make better use of time, review your week. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What did I achieve? Where did I fall short? These reflections help you improve the next week, and week by week, you move ahead. Talk about something very important. Talking to your own mind. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is my goal? Am I moving in the right direction? When you ask these questions, your mind becomes clear, your decisions become stronger. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I learn something new? Did I use my time wisely? Did I move closer to my goals? If your answer is yes, you're on the right path. If not, make adjustments. Next comes a life-changing habit, reading. Those who read regularly become more creative, more insightful, and more solution-oriented. Just make a rule: read 10 pages a day. That's 1 book a month, 12 books a year. Imagine the wisdom you'll gain and how it will guide your decisions. Along with reading, develop the habit of writing. When you put your thoughts on paper, they become clearer. You see both your progress and your mistakes. Now let's talk about a habit that's hard but essential. Discipline. Darius says, disciplined people don't have to think too much. Their routine makes the decisions for them. If you wake up, work, and follow a structure every day, you avoid distractions and stay focused. That routine becomes your power. Discipline slowly shapes you into someone who keeps their promises, even to themselves. And a person who does that can achieve anything. Those who keep working consistently are the ones who last in the long run. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't get fruits in a day, but if you water it every day, give it time and care, it will someday give you shade, nourishment, and strong support. That's what personal growth is like. Whether it's reading, meditation, or time management, these small habits add up to make you a greater version of yourself. Another powerful lesson from this book is, prioritize your health. If you're not physically and mentally strong, no goal will feel sustainable. So walk, do yoga, meditate, eat well. Your body is your vehicle, and if the vehicle breaks down, even the best destination becomes unreachable. So staying fit is not an option. It's a requirement for success. Let's now talk about something essential for life balance. Digital detox. Spend at least a small part of your day without screens. When you're constantly connected to devices, your mind gets tired. But when you sit in silence, observe nature, or simply focus on your breath, your brain gets a chance to reset and refresh. Just 15 minutes of daily digital detox can boost your focus, energy, and inner peace. And now, the most important mindset of all, growth mindset. When you treat every experience as a lesson, when you learn from every mistake, and when you view criticism as an opportunity to improve, you evolve into a stronger version of yourself. People with a growth mindset don't quit. They know that if not today, then tomorrow, success will come. This mindset is what sets them ahead of the rest. So what's the biggest takeaway from this book? If you can shift your thinking, if you can take small steps every day, if you can build discipline and consistency, then no goal is out of reach. Small shifts, when combined, don't just change your routine. They change who you are. You no longer just pass time. You start shaping your life intentionally. Let's talk about decision-making. Most people fail to make the right decisions at the right time. Either they're too scared or they lack clarity. But clarity comes when you know your values. What do you truly want? What matters most? What is your ultimate goal? When these answers come from within, your decisions become bold and confident. Every successful person has one thing in common: clarity. They know why they're working, what they want to achieve, and how they plan to reach their. When you have that clarity, no obstacle can hold you back. Another powerful tool shared in the book is setting boundaries. You need to know when to say yes, and more importantly, when to say no. If you always sacrifice your priorities to please others, you'll eventually burn out and lose progress. Learn to protect your time, energy, and attention. Saying no is a skill, and only those who know their direction master it. Let's now focus on something we often overlook: rest. In today's hustle culture, people keep pushing without pause. But your body and mind also need to recharge. If you run non-stop, you will collapse. But if you pause, rest, reflect, and then move again, you can run far and for long. Rest doesn't mean laziness, it's preparation for the next step, like sharpening a sword. You need moments of stillness to stay sharp. Now comes The part where real transformation begins. Accountability. Until you take full responsibility for your life. No book or motivational speech can truly change you. Your choices, your results, your circumstances are your responsibility. Once you accept that, a new kind of strength is born within you. You stop complaining. You start solving. You stop making excuses. You start taking action. And that shift sets you apart. Another gem from this book: patience. Success doesn't come overnight. There's no magic trick. Only consistent, daily efforts. Each step, each action, each attempt takes you closer to your dreams. Also, stop comparing. Your journey, your speed, and your destination are yours. The only comparison worth making is, am I better than who I was yesterday? That's real growth. That mindset makes you rich, not just in money, but in perspective, habits, and the way you live life. When you wake up with the thought, I just need to be a little better than yesterday, you start walking the path of true success. This brings us to the strongest pillar of the book: consistency. The world's most successful people didn't win because of talent. They won because of practice. No matter how smart you are, if you don't act consistently, that intelligence is wasted. Whether it's reading one page, writing an idea, or repeating a good habit, small consistent actions lead to massive transformation. Consistency isn't perfection. It's showing up even when it's hard, even if you're tired, even if you're not in the mood, even if the results aren't visible yet. You keep going because you believe in the destination. Another must-have trait is adaptability. Life won't always go as planned. Situations change, people change, paths change. But those who adjust and keep moving win. You may have thought your plan would work a certain way, but when it doesn't, winners pivot, not quit. They change the path, but never the destination. Now comes a mindset of winners. The learning attitude. You may think you know enough, but the truth is, learning never ends. Every person, every failure, every day can teach you something. If you keep your mind open, you keep growing. You build confidence. You deepen your understanding. And now, the soul of the book: self-discipline. If you can learn to control yourself, nothing is impossible. No matter the distractions, no matter the challenges, if your mind is in control, you can handle it all. Discipline means doing the right thing at the right time, even when you don't feel like it. That's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. And now, the ultimate success mindset: ownership. Own everything about your life. If your life is how it is, it's because of you, not anyone else. That gives you power to change it. Leaders don't blame. They find solutions. Next, visualization. A powerful practice to stay connected to your goals. Close your eyes. Feel your goal. See it clearly in your mind. Your thoughts, energy, and actions will start aligning with that vision. And finally, the most beautiful lesson in the book: contribution. True success is not just in achieving your dreams, but in helping others grow too. When you inspire, uplift, or support others, your success becomes complete. Because true wealth isn't in money, it's in the number of lives you've made better. So if you truly want to become rich, strengthen yourself from within, refine your behavior and habits, and then share your success generously with the world. That's the truest and greatest wisdom of Do It Today. If you found this video valuable, give it a like and share it with someone who needs it. Comment below. What was your biggest takeaway from Do It Today? Do you believe mindset and habits must change before wealth comes? Drop your answers in the comments. And if you want to hear more life-changing book summaries like this one, subscribe to Powerbook Summaries and hit the bell icon. New wisdom, new mindset, every week. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.